Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is MegaShadowFist, and welcome back to VA-11 Hall A Cyberpunk Bartender action. And when we last left off, we made this drink for our little I forgot our little white knight friend. So we're gonna go ahead and continue. Let's go ahead and go to load, if you don't mind. Load, please. Load. There we go. I don't know. I guess the hitbox isn't quite as large as I wanted it to be. We're gonna go here. So we're gonna have to redo a few things because it doesn't seem like we can save just like anywhere that we want. So we're gonna have to just redo a couple things, but it's all right. Is this better? Yeah, thank you, Miss Say, if you will. Although if I were to be honest, nah, I'm not gonna say anything. Alright, oops, didn't mean to do that. So anyway, without further ado, we need to make her small, sweet, and icy. I believe I remember it. It was like, I'm not quite sure actually. I memorize some. I still remember beer and a few things, but I think it was Moonblast is what we wanted. Right? Oh yeah. Okay. So 6 Adelheid or 6A. By the way, actually, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably already know this because I wrote this in a text annotation, but in case you missed it, while doing research, apparently I found out that Powder Delta actually in this universe used to be like a rat poison at one point. It used to be a rat poison for whatever reason, and somehow it became legal to put in drinks. 1, 2, oh, it needs to be blended, so we don't really need to worry about that. I don't know, it's just one of those things. Stop, please. Moonblast. There we go. Here you are!
Ah, yes! This is not the right voice. Ah, yes, this is just what I wanted, thanks!
Not the right voice. We don't get many white knights as clients. I can only remember one other, in fact. You said you're from the Valkyrie Corps, right? Are you the guys who deal with riots and such?
Riots? Oh, no, you're thinking of Blitzkrieg Corps, the ones with huge plated suits, right?
Yeah, those.
No, we're different people. I mean, obviously, we're different people, but we don't deal with riots or anything. In fact, you could say we deal with their aftermath.
How so?
To rescue, heal, and protect, we are the angels to soothe those suffering enemy attack. We are the light of hope in the darkest of times, the ones who assist the victims of crime. We watch, we protect.
What was that?
Sorry, it's sort of our Pledge of Allegiance we recite it every morning.
That's a bit of a mouthful, eh?
What it means is that our duties mostly include rescuing civilians, healing the injured, and protecting them from stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Burglars, rapists, car crashes, anything that might happen on our watch.
You mentioned Hill. Are you a doctor then?
Nah, I know many doctors, but I'm not one. I'm more of a paramedic. I treat people so they can arrive safely at a doctor. I'm also kind of like a firefighter in that I sometimes rescue people from places.
Damn, that must be a tough job. I'm still not doing the voice properly, right? Like,
okay, so here's Evil Dahlia, and yeah, I guess I am. I don't remember it sounding like this though. Sort of, but it's also really rewarding. I mean, I've yet to meet somebody that isn't glad to see me when I arrive.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You must have seen some shocking sights.
Yeah, this one time I was saving some people from the top of a collapsing building. I looked down and was blown away by how pretty the city was. It was like a starry sky on the earth. Oh, and there was this time we were cleaning up the aftermath of a car crash. Water was pouring out of a hydrant. With the lights and scattered pieces of glass, it was almost dreamlike.
That's not what I meant by shocking sights.
No? But those are sights, and they're shocking, right?
Yeah, but never mind.
Wait, did I mishear you actually meant sighs? I mean, sure. I've suffered the deepest, longest, most frustrated sighs from people after everything's said and done, but...
Don't worry, you didn't mishear. I guess I was just expecting a different kind of answer.
What kind of answer?
Don't worry too much about it. You finished your drink. Can I get you anything else?
Something classy. A classy drink.
Can you be more specific?
Don't make it too big. Does that work? Sorry, I don't come to bars very often. My drinks usually come in a can.
No problem, don't worry. A classy drink, right? Let's see what I can find for you. A classy drink, you say? So, by full, yeah, as if classy was a flavor. Classy but small. Brandtini, huh? Sweet, classy, happy. Okay, a Brandtini is 6 Adelhyde, 3 Powder Delta, and 1 Carmetrine, all aged and mixed. 8 out of 10 smug assholes would recommend it, but they're too busy being smug assholes. Sweet, classy, happy. Okay. Anything else, though? Let's see. Classy. Fringe Weaver. Let's see. Bad Touch. Brandtini sounds like it would be small, though. I don't know. It's like a martini, but like brand. It's classy. I don't know. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis. Let's see. We need 3 Powder Delta, please. 2, 3. 1 Carmetrine. All aged and mixed. 1, 2. Stop. Yeah, that looks small. That's classy. Serve it. Here you are.
Yep, this looks like something Stella would drink.
Who's Stella? You notice the boxers in the back, or they're not boxers, they're like mass wrestlers, actually. It's just that they're punching, which you don't, well, I mean, like, we're not going to get into that. Oops. I already read that.
Who? She's my dearest friend, not that I don't have others, but she's the one that I know the longest. I've known the longest. She likes these kind of drinks, so I wanted to see what's so special about them.
And what do you think?
I was expecting something stronger. I like it quite a bit. Say, Miss Bartender, what's your name? You know my name, and I want to know yours.
I was about to say, give yours first and I'll give you mine, but she already gave ours, so never mind.
Oh, sure, just call me Jill. Jill? Jill. Like, Jill Valentine? Jill is short for Jillian. No, that's not right.
Her name could just be Jillian-o.
Julianne!
Do not call me Julianne, please. Sorry about that.
No, please excuse me. I didn't want to anger you. But why don't you like being called by your full name?
Who said that was her full name to begin with? You're just okay. Oh, is our name Julianne though? No. Oh, that's right. That's right. We were talking to Gil about this, right? And didn't Gil say like, I'll stop calling you Julianne when you stop calling me Jillian, or something like that. Anyway, it's a stupid reason. Don't dwell too much on that. Is Jill really short for Julianne? I guess it really depends, because I'm pretty sure there are plenty of people whose names are just Jill. Jill Valentine. I don't think Jill is short for Julianne, to the best of my knowledge. I mean, she's not a real person, but still.
Oh, okay. I still feel bad about angering you, though.
Why?
Because you look like a nice girl, Jill, and I don't like angering nice people. If it helps somehow, I really like this place.
That actually helps. You're the first person to say something nice today, thanks.
What do you like about
it?
The smell of dog urine and soap.
Eh?
My mom used to be a veterinarian, and I used to go to her clinic after school, so the smell takes me back. It makes me feel comfy and nostalgic.
What made you become a white knight instead of a veterinarian or anything else?
Well, I was never a good student, so studying medicine of any kind was out of the question. That aside, it's mostly because of something that happened while I was a kid. A white knight attacked my friend and was coming for me when this other white knight saved us. I don't remember what happened next. I just woke up in a hospital with my friend watching over me. I mean, it wasn't a prophetic moment or anything like that, but ever since then I felt like this was my calling.
Really? I love this track. What's it called, by the way? I'm gonna need to... I don't know if you've noticed, but like if you compared like the sound of episode 1, 2, and 3, the sound is vastly different. That's because I've been adjusting the sound to try to make it like... I don't know. I felt like the game audio in episode 1 was a bit too loud. Anyway. Oops.
That would help people the same way they help me.
Oops. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Jukebox. Drive Me Wild is what it's called. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Though, one would think that being attacked by a white knight would make you run the opposite direction. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was another one that saved me. It was another one that saved me.
Yeah, that's true.
So I kind of guide myself toward judging everything on an individual basis.
Don't let a few bad apples spoil the bunch or tree. Bunch is what it is, I believe.
Well, not to an extreme extent, but you get me.
Yeah, I try to do the same too. Why in the Valkyrie Corps specifically, though?
Because I wanted to rescue people from dire situations whenever possible. And going into patrols and all that felt too tiresome. It's also the one with the least paperwork involved.
Now that I think about it, there are different kinds of White Knights, right?
I guess White Knights is too broad a term. There's not one specific type, there are many different classes. Rescue, assault, there's even a squad full of bureaucrats.
Oh, okay, so, what do we like to call those people? The, Girl Scouts? The Girl Scout Corps?
Really? Yeah, they get assigned to companies to handle the accounting and that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. Like, what I was picturing was just, like, people who were, like, came from, like, wealthy backgrounds, like, but, like, so they were, like, they came from wealthy backgrounds, so they were put in, like, higher ranking positions, but, like, they outranked everybody, but when you compare them to, like, everybody else, they had, like, no combat experience, like, they were, like, put in the back. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Anyway, actually, I believe in the U.S. military, at least, Girl Scouts is a common thing that Marine Corps usually calls the Army, for one reason or another. Anyway,
yeah, they get assigned to companies to handle the accounting and that kind of stuff. People usually ask for them because they speed up processes. But a few are assigned when a company is suspecting of having a weird, under-the-table deals.
Interesting.
There is also a squad dedicated to fighting school bullying.
Cool.
They were doing a nice job, but the fad of anti-bullying campaigns passed and they lost their funding.
The fad, huh?
I believe some members still work with anti-bullying cases in an unofficial capacity.
Who was I? I think I'm gonna leave the jukebox up just so that you guys can see what the names of each of the tracks are in case you're interested. I don't think I'm going to, like, link cards like I did for Shantae simply because, I don't know. It's kind of pointless, because, like, there are too many songs that play in each episode, I believe, so, because, like, YouTube only limits you to 5 cards, and, I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to find excuses to justify my laziness. Oh yeah, actually, I guess I can respond to that. A couple of the comments that you guys said about the music. One person said that, they said that it was interesting, but it was missing that Latin flair. I guess like Fire Emblem, like a Fire Emblem song. It's interesting, but I mean, it's pretty obvious. Of course that person's gonna prefer Fire Emblem, but yeah. That would be kind of interesting. Like, could you imagine this game having, like, like a Fire Emblem style, like, soundtrack? That'd be kind of weird, I think. One person actually described this soundtrack as weird, actually, which I'm not exactly sure why you would classify it as... Was the song over already? I'm not exactly sure why you call it weird, because... I don't know. It's not exactly anything out of the ordinary. I wouldn't even call this experimental. It's just... like made to imitate like a style from like the late 80s. Because like from what I understand, the people who made this game, they took inspiration from like old like I was gonna say not PC Engine, but like old like computer system from like the 80s, kind of like like you ever heard of oh crap, what is it called? The one that like it's the one computer system that everyone knows, right? Let's continue and I'll think about it in the back of my head.
That'd be nice. I think
Commodore 64 is what I'm thinking of. So, like stuff like that.
Can I get you anything else? I don't know if I should. I can't afford that many drinks, and besides, I don't really know how much alcohol I can handle.
And plus, you're on duty, so not really, but
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, you know what? I'll have something else. I remember some drink called a martini.
We don't serve those here, miss.
Brandtini? No, I'm pretty sure it's martini.
It's a Brandtini, trust me, I'll get you one. She wants a Brandtini. Alright. By, name. B. We actually made a Brandtini before, haven't we? 6 Adelhyde, 3 Powder Delta, 1 Carmetrine, all agent mix. Alright, so Brandtini is 6A, 3P, 1K, aged. 4, 5, 6, 3, good for health, bad for something. 3... 1 Carmetrine. Oh, this song, okay. Age, mix. Let's go and serve it.
Here, see? Huh? You were right. Thanks. You know what? I think I'll bring a friend of mine here in a couple of days.
So that means we're gonna be serving 2 people at the same time, eh?
Really? Why? I like the feel of this place, and I want to share it with her. It might be a bit difficult though. She's more into classier places. Not that this place isn't nice, but
don't worry. I know the kind of place I work in.
I see. But it shouldn't be too bad. I just need to.
What? Like the screen just shook. Like for a second I thought like the game was about to. I don't dare say those words in a recording session. I'm gonna knock on wood just in case. I don't dare say those words in a recording session. Those cursed words. We'll refer to it as the Scottish play. You don't know what the Scottish play is? That's another name for Macbeth because saying Macbeth is apparently bad luck. We'll call it the Scottish plague. Right? It starts with a C. The C word. The Scottish plague is what we'll call it.
I just need to. What was that?
Sounded like an explosion.
I better check that. I paid you already, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Be careful.
I will.
She left her helmet. Well, if she's coming back, I'll just hold it for her. Is that really a good... She's going to a place where there is an explosion. I think a helmet is very much necessary, but okay. I'll go check what the ever-loving hell that explosion was. Careful.
What?
Oh, she woke up. Oh, it's the girl. Honestly, if there was anybody to give the Rita voice to, she'd probably be it, but we already gave that to Dana, so, yeah. What else do I have? Like, what other female voices do I have? Like, I have, like, the only other female voice that I have there are, like, accent voices, right? Like, you have, like, the Lotta Hart voice, the, I don't want to give her the Wendy Oldback voice. The Lotta Hart voice, the Lady Von Karma voice, the, what's the other one? There's a Lady Von Karma voice, I don't have a Manfred Von Karma voice, technically. There's the good and evil. We'll give her good, but the problem is that... I don't know.
Where am I? Where am I?
Good evening and welcome to Vallhalla. That might not have been the best thing to say. Oh, yeah, okay. I was like, what are you talking... Yeah, I get you. Anyway.
Vallhalla? Am I dead? Does that mean that Uncle Ingus is rambling about the afterlife looking like a shoddy downtown bar are true?
Eh? Called it! Afterlife?
I'm not dead?
As far as I can tell, no. To be fair, I don't know how death or the afterlife work exactly, but you're breathing, right?
Alright, then where the hell am I? How did I get here? Who brought me here? What were you planning to do with me? Are you organ traffickers? Robbers? Rapists? Pickpockets? You're pickpockets, aren't you? Why aren't you saying anything?
You mind chilling, girl? I'm waiting for you to vent your worries, otherwise you'll just...
You're rapists, aren't you? Rapists, the whole lot of you!
Excuse me, that's a cinema sin, lady. All bad guys are rapists, ding? No, sorry, that's not the case right now. I just realized I just yelled that, like, okay, oh, I wasn't that loud.
You wanna tear my clothes, beat me unconscious, have your horrible way with me, and then brutally murder me, don't you? Oh, while still violating every hole in my body as I lay there twitching, don't you?
Oh, goodness. Oh, man, she's like, whatchamacallit, she's like, whatchamacallit, Fka. She's like Fka. A little bit. Except not as creepy. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next episode.